Hey, it's Traci Brown, the fraud busting body language expert. And I got another episode of Truth, Lies, and Cover Ups live body language analysis today. And we're talking about George Clooney. I am here with super producer Alex. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to see this stuff with George Clooney. I've always thought he was just kind of a stand-up guy. So I can't
Well,
wait
he
to see what
is.
we get out of this.
And I know, the tabloids in Hollywood is very important in your life, Alex. So,
Mhm.
so
Absolutely.
yeah, oh yeah, it's your main focus. It's not. Alex could not care less
I
about
don't
it,
know what a
but
tabloid is. Let's move
except for
on.
the next 5 to 7 minutes where we're talking about George Clooney. So
Uh-huh.
here's the thing: he got on with Gail King, who's Oprah's friend, CBS Morning News, and he revealed that him and his wife had never had a fight.
Never.
Never.
No
That's what he
fights.
said. Yeah.
Okay.
And they've been married 8 years. It's been 1 year longer than me and Matt.
Uh-huh.
And so I think that'd be pretty hard to do. But
Have you and Matt had an argument?
maybe only one.
Yeah, you don't need to be a body language expert to see that one.
Right.
So cool. What are we looking for in here?
Okay, so let's look at their legs. Look how their legs are crossed.
Mhm.
Let's look at what he does with his hands.
Okay.
And then let's look and see if we think she agrees with what's going on or not. And I think those are the biggest tells that we're going to see here because I'm not going to get into why. Let's just watch. Here we go.
It's how do you stay together? What is it that you give to each other that makes you stay together? I think it starts with love, George. I do think that.
Well, it does start with love. I mean,
Yeah.
that's sort of the whole secret to it. It's never, ever been even... I mean, it's funny. That's not even a question that we would even think of. I mean, it's just been easy. Listen,
Has it been easy?
Easy. Like, the easiest thing in our lives, by far. We've never had a
It's maddening
argument.
to some of our friends. I have a cousin, actually, every time we see him, he's like, his first question is, so have you had an argument yet? Like, before he
Seriously?
says hello.
Yeah. Would you like us to right now? That make you feel better?
No.
Could be a first.
Never had an argument. Okay, so
I didn't
let's
see anything
just
with the feet. What was with the feet?
okay, so their feet are crossed towards each other,
Mm-hmm.
which means that's where their attention is. That's what you want out of a good couple.
So
that's-
cross towards each other.
Yeah, cross
that.
toward. Yeah,
Okay.
just like that. Mhm.
Got it.
Mhm. So we cross our legs towards what we're paying the most attention to. So that's really great. So if one of them wasn't enrolled really in the conversation, we'd see them cross their legs the other direction.
Okay.
Right, like they want out of there, right? Because we
Okay.
actually don't have that good a control over our feet. Our feet are furthest away from our brain, right? Which is where the control comes from. So that's why we see that. But
And
when
that's not the case with me because usually I've got one foot in my mouth, which puts it really, really close to my brain.
that is true. Okay,
It's not an episode until I make you crack up. Anyway, so we saw the feet. What do we see with the hands?
well, we're not done with the feet.
Oh.
When they started talking about this whole argument concept, both of them started moving their feet just a little bit. It was very subtle,
Uh-huh.
but that could be a sign that they're nervous around the topic and they want to get out of there. Like something has changed about them, about their peace and
comfort
calm.
level at that moment. Yeah,
About
okay.
their comfort level. And so and then we see him with his hands and he goes, yeah, it's easy, right? And he covers his mouth. So there's, whenever we cover our mouth, there's something we're holding back. It could be holding back emotion, it could be holding back facts, right? Which you want to, as George, when you're on national TV, you want to hold that stuff back. That's one of the things you do. But here's the thing, she agrees with him. We don't see her respond really differently or react, so to speak, to that concept. And then he goes, yeah, we've never had an argument. And she agrees with that as well. We see her look around a little bit more. So she's searching for information, which tells me, okay, something's in her mind, but she's not telling us everything that's there. Again, none of us would, very few of us would. And so she's a little more sheepish about it, but then she adds to the story, which says, okay, they're pretty congruent here and they're together on this topic, but I think both of them are a little nervous about it. We see him start to play with his fingers just a little bit, like that's self-soothing and pacifying just a bit. And but she's still with him. And I think if they just agreed to this arrangement and it wasn't true, at least to them, then we'd see her behaving really differently.
Okay.
And so I think we got a case of there may be a different definition of an argument than mine. And
Okay.
yeah, so
Whereas
because there's a fight, like you said, and then there's an argument. You want to talk about that for a minute?
it was that song lyric that I mentioned before, that we argue, we don't fight, but we stay up to the middle of the night. Yeah, and I always like that because it's, why not disagree with the person that you care about? It doesn't mean that you're fighting.
Yeah, there's two different things. So I think they have some kind of definition in there, and you know what? Good for them. That's what I say. If they can work things out peacefully and they're cool with this, I say good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest number of Pinocchios that they can get, meaning they were lying, I'm going to give them a 2. I think there's an 80% chance that they are telling the truth.
Telling the truth. All right. And a 20% chance that there's something, well, we don't think there was deception, but we think there was something being held back, which would make a lot of sense in this scenario. would it
Totally.
not?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
something small. It's probably fine. Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. So y'all got to stay tuned for whoever our next victim may be, because we got them lining up. They are out there, and we'll find them.
Well, let them know, or let me know, and I'll be back for the next one.
Absolutely. See you later, Alex.
Okay.